show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me when I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, there will be time for reflection, certainly as the season goes on, but for what might be the final time in the East Bay, it is opening night of the NFL season here in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
In your face.
Get it.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
It's our time. It's our time.
Lock to throw on second down. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton is the man he was looking for, but now it's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Bravo.
Here we go on fourth down with Locke. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready?
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 43 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is Josh Jacobs, the Alabama man, with his first NFL carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him a 1st down. 15 yards that time for the Raiders. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, unless there's a postseason meeting later in the year, this is most likely the final time that the Broncos and Raiders will play in Oakland. Of course, so much history between the two since their inaugural season in the AFL back in 1960. Broncos and Raiders, they've been locked together in the same division, facing off twice a season. And this rivalry also stands as the most common pairing for Monday night games like we have here, 18 times, the most of any two teams. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this one is right down Broadway. Last season for Carlson, bit of a strange rookie year. Won the Vikings job, then was let go week 2 after going 0 for 3, but he picked things back up.
Remember, he was drafted to cure their kicking woes, and he ends up going 0 for 3 against Green Bay, including the potential game winner. Gets cut, picked up by the Raiders, 16 for 17 the rest of the season. I'd say at the end of the year, a pretty good success story.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
We go.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He completes this to Sutton. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Denver has the 1st down, the play going for 15 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Denver has a 1st down on the 15-yard play.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Clock now on 1st down. This is caught. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Down. 45. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. To throw on 3rd down, Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistic. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
This time they stay on the ground. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Hey, check 24, check 24. Move it down. Here we go.
The final shot here before half for Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So we have reached halftime here in the final game of opening weekend 2019. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Check. 180. Check 45 to Mike. You got nothing to win.
Throwing now is Carr. Left side, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Ready up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion, left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Locke, firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Check. 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Echo.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. From midfield, here's Locke. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his 1st NFL sack. Throwing on 2nd down. Locke. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Max Crosby brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The 1st sack of his NFL career. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Eric Harris who picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timing.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback.
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The pass there complete to Sutton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Locke to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
29. 29.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr able to find Warner. That's complete. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks.
Watch now. Ready? Here we go. Double tight, guys, double tight. 4 down. Alert.
And they will take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Raiders, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.